I'm a jetpack. Like a long-headed bitch. And I say I'm out of hand. Some people can't stand a traveling. All right. Ain't my number. Hear the color. Push it further.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders. Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 14 matchup.
Raiders, Broncos, coming up on EA Sports. We're a mile high here in Denver as we get set for today's matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for this important matchup late in the year. The playoff chase is on, and every game is an absolute must. Partner, how about it before kickoff?
I think, Jim, during the year you can get such differences in emotional levels for football team. One game means more for one team than it does the other. We have two teams where everything is the same. It's all on the line, so emotionally and physically they're going to be even. Now we're going to find out who can go out on the field and execute and give their team the best chance to win.
And Sebastian Janikowski looks ready to get this one underway. Talib's going to be back deep here on the opening kick. This game has officially begun. Talib's going to start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Manning's the man in charge of this offense here today. Last week he threw for over 250 yards.
Well, when you watch Peyton Manning play, there's a core of plays that he still runs that he has great success with. Everybody in the NFL knows he's going to run them, but he still makes them work.
The Broncos in the pistol. The Broncos take it from the 28.
Looking across the middle, Caldwell with the grab.
Quarterback that time realized it was zone coverage. He just waited for the defense to get out of position, and he threw it to the open hole.
First down at the 46. It's wide open.
That's a hit by Justin Tuck.
Here's a look at the Broncos offense. This offense is very good at moving the football and right up near the top when it comes to yards per game. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Here's Sanders. That's a gain of 7.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Now 1st and 10. Ball's handed the football. And now here's the Raiders defense. They will try for the first time this season.
Coming to the line at the 39. Second down and 8. And he's forced to the ground. The Broncos offensive line could be in for a long day based on that one.
Yeah, bad job that time. They give up the sack. But look, when you talk about this offensive line, they're pretty good. So I think they'll just find a way to get it done. They still should have a nice, solid day.
The Broncos at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Raiders call for the timeout. We'll take a break with them. We'll be right back after these messages. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. The Broncos now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. Going for the deep ball. And the pass is picked by Woodson. Carr's out now for the first series of the game. He had a quarterback rating well over 100 last week, and he'll be looking to duplicate that performance today.
There is nothing not to like about Derek Carr. He has all the tangibles you'd like to see in an NFL quarterback. Strong, big, can run, has a good throwing arm. He's going to do well in the NFL.
Reese is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Second down now.
The Raiders go with 2 tight ends on this play. Miller's the one who made the big stop. Third down on the way. Going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. King is back now. He'll be punting. Talib's got a chance this time. That's a gain of 8. The Broncos have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field, and then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players, and, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
First down at the 43. McGill's able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. The Broncos snap it at the 41. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Manning's alone in the backfield. They'll go shotgun here. Andre Caldwell has the catch.
Good job by the defense. They're well taught, well schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
The Broncos will have to punt. And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Raiders gearing up for their next drive now as defense has become the order of the day here. These teams trading punts on the previous two possessions.
Yeah, when you're playing a game like this as a quarterback, you know the defenses are hot, and the one you're playing against is tough. So you got to be careful, be very smart in your decision making. Don't take any chances in a situation like this.
Carr's got it in the gun. And the catch is made by Rod Streeter. Picks up 8 here.
The Raiders coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Broncos got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
First down at the 49. Slashes to the left side. Anderson's met after a gain of 3.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Manning from the gun. Looking at every option. With the contact, the ball comes out.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The offense needs 6 yards here on third down after that incompletion. 3rd and 6 coming up. And Daniels has got it, and a first.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
Anderson's got it on the handle.
The Broncos offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job at the offensive line.
Loss of 3 on the play. The Broncos have it at the 39. C.J. Anderson with the catch.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The football sits at the 40. Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers. 3rd and forever. Cody Latimer has the catch.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
He'll try this one from 43. And converts on the 3. That field goal gives them a leg up here midway through the first quarter.
Makes you feel really good about what you did during the week here. Anytime you can get points on the board early in a football game, it makes you think all that practice was worth it.
The Broncos now ready to kick the football down the field. It'll be a touchback. The Raiders just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over.
Here's a look at how the Raiders offense, right near the top, 3rd in the league when it comes to pass offense.